Hey guys, and welcome back to another HD cast. Today I've actually got a pretty good set of games for you guys. It is going to be from the GLHF Italian Invitational, closing beta invitational. This tournament was actually conducted over the last month, I believe, and this is going to be the round of 8. Now the players, as you guys already see from the chat, gonna be Naniwa, or Serious Razor Nani. We'll just call him Nani or Naniwa. He's going to be spawning as the dark green Protoss up at the 3 o'clock position on Lost Temple. His opponent, of course, gonna be TLO, spawning as the red Terran down in the bottom 6 o'clock position. Now, I did take a look at the tournament bracket pages, and TLO is indeed playing random for this set of games, and so this is going to be a best of 3. Once again, it is a round of 8. Not too sure exactly what the prize pool is, but nonetheless, these players are going to be competing in one of the best tournaments I think so far conducted in the StarCraft 2 beta. A lot of top high-name players such as Straylock, TheLittleOne, Naniwa, Whitera, all those good players are going to be in this tournament, so I can't wait to cast this game for you guys. And I'm excited to see who's going to come out ahead. So without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at what the players are doing. Looks like TheLittleOne going to be throwing up his racks right at 12 supply, pretty standard opening. I've always looked at TheLittleOne right when the game starts just to see if he does something funky or fresh or something out of the ordinary, because, you know, when you're playing against TheLittleOne, you just gotta check, man. You gotta look back whenever the game starts and see, oh, there's an SCV moving out, or, you know, something like that. So always gotta pay attention to TLO, see what he's up to. Looks like Naniwa gonna be not walling off his building. He's gonna build that gateway right inside his base, straight into Cybercore, or straight into gas, and then he's gonna throw down that Cybercore after this second pylon. This is a very standard opening for Protoss players these days versus Terrans. You want to get your Cybercore out almost immediately, and the reason for that is Zealots are pretty much worthless against Terran, just like they were in Brood War. So there goes down the Cybercore, and already one gas happily mining that 3 probes off of the gas, and we should see the second gas go down quite soon. TLO here moving in with his scouting SCV just to check the area out and see exactly what's going on. He's going to see the Cybercore, he's going to see the Chrono Boost being used on the Nexus, so immediately he knows there's not going to be any kind of early pressure. Naniwa going to opt to go for that high economic build, whereas TLO is going to be going for a very fast expansion here. Looks like the probe is going to get denied, so it is not going to see that fast expansion going down, and we should see TLO throwing down a couple more Raxes so he can secure that fast expansion within the next minute or so. I also like how TLO these days actually uses the supply drop as part of his build order. And originally when I saw TLO doing this, throwing down those supply drops, I was like, whoa, this has got to be a mistake. Why would someone throw down supply drop when you could be using Mule for a bunch of minerals, or you could use Comsat? Well, the answer to that is if you throw down that supply drop earlier on, it actually allows you to get that command center out much sooner, much sooner than throwing down the Mule and waiting for it to accumulate minerals. So you actually save 100 minerals right off the bat, and then that allows you to get your command center 100 minerals earlier. Now we do have Naniwa coming and pushing the front door here with a probe and a stalker. The probe is kind of like the meat shield for the stalker, just testing out the area a little bit, seeing if TLO has yet grabbed that fast expansion. Not quite yet, as we're probably going to see TLO get that orbital command first, and then he's going to start muling before he tries to secure that expansion. Now we're probably going to see one more Rax getting thrown down as TLO gets that 4th Rax down, and then he's probably going to throw down a couple bunkers right here so that he can secure that expansion. Comsat going down here as it reveals Naniwa throwing down one more gateway as well as a Stargate. So we are going to possibly see a Void Ray coming out, but the scan, ooh, Naniwa canceling the Stargate after this Comsat went down. Very clever play there, and this is something you only see in the high level of play. Comsat goes down, TLO thinking, okay, there's going to be Void Rays coming out, possibly Phoenix. But no, Naniwa going to cancel that and throw down a robotics facility instead. And look at this, TLO is actually going to be making a very early pressure push. Wow, I thought he was going to use the Raxes to secure his expansion for sure. But no, he's going to be going for what seems to be an all-in attack here with his Marines and SCVs, but that is just not going to work against the Sentry. Keep in mind, during this entire escapade, the SCVs are not mining minerals right now. They are just chilling at the front door. This could be, you know, about 400 or 500 minerals in the bank already if these SCVs were working and not fighting. That is not what they're constructed to do. And so Naniwa here probably feeling pretty comfortable after seeing all those SCVs getting pulled off the line. And he is going to be making a counter-attack right now. Liquid TLO doesn't have the 4th racks up. This is going to be a precarious situation for him to try to grab that fast expansion. So I think he's just going to chill inside his base. He does have a Ghost Academy out quite early on. And he does have the Tech Lab to get those ghosts out on the field. But I think that he really needs to think about throwing down that 4th racks pretty soon and pushing out, because you really cannot just stick with Marines and Ghosts against the Protoss army, especially when they've got a nice composition like this. And we're probably going to be seeing Colossus come out pretty soon. No, we are seeing an Immortal. Naniwa, keep in mind, doesn't really know anything about what's going on inside the Terran base, so he's assuming by now there's going to be Immortals, or not Immortals, Marauders, or some armored unit coming out, so he's getting the Immortal. And unfortunately, the Immortal just not that great against Marines and Ghosts, especially not Ghosts with that EMP. So finally seeing the 4th racks go down for TLO, and we do have a couple of Marauders on the way, so I guess the Immortal not going to be absolutely worthless. You guys all know that he loves to bash on that armor. Another Comsat going down.